Welcome everybody here to Speed Gaming. Welcome to the Super Mario Bros. 3 2025 100% World Championships. Right now, we have a lower bracket round 5 matchup here between Mars02 and Sakaali. This is going to be, and concurrently also, I'd like to add on Speed Gaming too, we also have When Chuck Attacks versus Spicy Chicken Spicy Boy. Make sure that both tabs up in your browser. As we get that going on concurrently. What's up, everybody? I'm Budsy RNG, broadcasting live from the Desert Hill Country Club. Me, Stewie, and Highflyer just finished playing 18, and we've wrapped up Champagne Brunch. I've already had a fantastic omelet from the omelet station, so we're feeling pretty good right now. I've already set the races go. I've already set the races loose in race time, so we should see them. Oh, there goes Sakaali's timer. We're going to get started momentarily, folks. This should be a really good matchup between these two. Mars, very, very consistent player, very good racer. And Sakaali, of course, the name speaks for himself there. Ooh, here we go. All right, we're into 1-1. Let's see how both of our runners are going to do this. We've seen Mars grab a mushroom here, and he will, and does a pipe run for safety right there. And we see Sakaali just going full-blown into the clouds. No fear. And he's out of there. Okay, no 1-1 deaths so far. Very, very good. That's what we like to see. You get that level out of the way at the start of the race. It's a nice big breath of fresh air. All right, we go into 1-2 right now. Mars getting the early P speed. Sakaali also looking pretty good. Okay, we have we'll give a slight sync right here, so. Okay. Give me 1 second right here. Okay, we have a slight sync right now. We should go momentarily. And now we both enter 1-4, looking like 1-3 is give our runners no problem here. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. We got them both on the same page. Do we have any White Mushroom House spawners here? Plus, we'll grab the leaves here. We'll make the fort nice and easy, as opposed to Warpless, where we have to do that sweaty leaf grab. So you grab the leaf here, you just fly up and get on out of there. I mean, so far, it's pretty neck and neck. Looking like Mars has enough coins to spawn the White Mushroom House here. He's going to grab the last 3. Let's see. All right, so it looks like we got Sakaali slightly ahead by about a second. Movement of 1 versus a movement of 2. And just like that, it just goes to show you that RNG is a factor in Hundo. Just as much as Warpless. All right, both grabbing their P-Speed, both grabbing their flight up to the top to grab the Warp Whistle, which all it does is we collect the whistle just to get the faster exit here. Another movement of 2 on Mars' screen. I believe Sakaali got another movement of 1, just like that. So Sakaali will probably have about a 2-second lead here. Who's going for tunnel? Oh, he just a little short on tunnel. All right, so that'll give Mars an opportunity to catch up here in 1-6. Sakaali will have to stop and grab a power up, or he may gamble and look for the special tile here. Well, there's that pesky movement of 2 we all know and love, and of course Mars gets the same thing. All right, Sakaali, okay, and just like that, Mars is going to edge out front a little bit here. All right, any Nico flops? Okay, we're looking good on both sides here. All right, no, look at that. Mars, by about a half a second, edges out front. Movement of 1 versus movement of 2. Ooh, let's go. And Mars with the special tile. We'll be able to grab fire here. 402 and 403. And the swag and the jump. Look at that. And look at that. Back and forth already in World 1 here. Very, very tight. Only about a second lead right now from Mars entering the World 1 airship. Sakaali will have to grab fire here, which usually takes about 3/4 of a second. It's not too detrimental, but it'll still keep it close. Not a whole lot going on here. We're just kind of... Ooh, Sakaali. Okay, he's fine. Everything's fine. Airships are a great spot to make sure that your B button works. As you can see on both screens here in the airship. All right, Mars, the first one to enter the Larry fight. You get a fairly standard pattern here. He's going to go for a safety stomp, and he gets a nice fire kill, as does Sakaali. Okay, on the wand grab, we got 508 and 509. Still a 1 second lead right now for Mars going into World 2. As we know that the first 3 worlds of World 2 are basically just World 1 with sand. Because you're not really out of World 1 until you exit the fort, which we like to call 1F2. All right, still very tight here. Still very neck and neck. We got 1 down, we got 7 to go. At least one good thing about World 2, there's no auto-scrollers. All right, here we go, 1-7. Let's see if both our runners can keep fire here. Both get P-speed, both look pretty good here. And we got the caveman over the fire snake. Sakaali also avoiding the fire snake. And both nice job keeping their fire. All right, 1-7 down. You have to kill all the himros for 100%? Yes, you do. And the plants in World 7. All right, here we go, 1-8. Also known as 2-2. All right, good slide. Good slide on both. Let's see, any Musketeers? I don't believe so. Very nice. All right, yeah, still about a second. Both getting moves in 2 after 1-7, or as we call it, 2-1. Look at we got 2 flowers on Mars' side. Any scam fares? The 2-3. Movement of 1 versus movement of 2 as we go into 1F2. Okay, Mars getting the backup P-speed, Sakaali getting the early P-speed. All right, into the second room right now. Both maintaining P-speed. They're going to run onto the thwomps and into the door and into the spike room here. Head bonk for good luck on Sakaali's side. Do a nice little buffer here to kind of time out where we'd like to jump over these spike killers here. Into the boom boom fight. 7-10 versus about 7-11, so it's about a 1.5 lead right now. Still very, very tight. 1. 2 movements of 1. Equipping a star. Both will equip the star and fight the music box pro here. I believe on the same map tile. Let's see. It looks like it's got identical RNG. Okay, so Sakaali just 1 tile to the left, so not a big deal. All right, we're out of World 1 officially since we passed the fort. Now we're going into 2-3. Now we're officially in World 2. All right, Sakaali going to pick up some frames here. We get a green rocket here. As Mars will go for the traditional strat. And just like that, they're neck and neck, folks. All right, no scam fare on Mars' screen. Able to avoid it. Look at that. To the frame. Both getting a movement of 1. Look at that. All right, here we go. The sand level, basically the easiest level in World 2 unless you fall and hit the sand. Look at this. It's like we're watching the same screen twice. Flower versus Star on the end card. Ooh, 192 on Mars' end timer. Very nice. Also getting movements of 1. This is not the World 2 that I know. Getting movements of 1. Both getting pretty decent RNG here. All right, we're into 2-5 here. Mars with a nice fireball swag there. And look at that. Both are still in unison here. We might see a route divergence here. You got 1 on the bottom, 1 up top. So, okay, you're going to see Mars go take bottom route here. And go to the pyramid first. So Sakaali's going to fight his bro. All right, we're into the pyramid right now, but nothing bad ever happens. It's an easy and free level. Yeah, we're getting the P-speed here. We face blast. We duck jump. Very nice pyramid from Mars. Sakaali going to be right behind him as Sakaali has already fought his hammer bro, as Mars still has yet to. All right, Sakaali going down the hill, getting the P-speed. He whams the wall. He gets under the bricks. He's out of there. Very nice 284 on the timer. All right, good play from Mars, able to minimize his map movements to go to the hammer bro here. All right, so we should see what this looks like. All right, so it looks like Sakaali is edged out front a little bit here. Oh, of course, they both get down under, bro. Look at that. All right, Sakaali the first to grab the whistle. Sakaali edging out front just by frames here. All right, we're into 2-4 here. No one's ever died here in a tournament match, ever, which cost him the race, never. All right, so far looking pretty good. Both keeping the P-speed. I'm gonna bonk the music block for good luck. And look at that. All right, buffering the map movements to get the pattern. Ooh, and the jump. And the jump from Mars. Mars matching the jump. Let's go. All right, still within a second here at the end of World 2. Well, the castle anyway. We're not at the end of World 2 yet. We still have a Morton fight to get through. As you see, Sakaali buffered his map movements, so he likely will get the 100% pattern, whereas Mars decided to just go right to the castle. I think gonna get more of the warpless pattern here. Okay, as we're just kind of chilling over here. Of course, we're approaching World 3, which can also be a pretty big equalizer. We started in the earlier races between Louis and Maiba, whereas Louis both times getting a runaway bro, costing him some time that he has no control over. Which again, runaway bro absolutely matters in 100% just as much as Warpless. All right, Sakaali into the Morton fight. Yep, gets the 100% pattern right here. You see Mars did get the Warpless pattern. And both getting out of there nice. We got 1152 and an 1154. So now Sakaali edging out front here at the end of World 2 by 2 seconds. Still very, very tight. We're going to see what World 3 is going to have in store for both of our runners now. All right, we go to basically the easiest and free level here in World 3, which is this one. It's 3-1. Ooh, Mars getting the jump. He's picking up some frames. Let's go. Gets the firsties. Nice cannonball right back into the water there. Looks like neither opting for blooper calamari. That's too bad. We're going into 3-2. 3-2 can be very scary. It's especially if you're gonna go for P-speed. All right, we gotta move 2. And moving a 1, so Mars is able to gain a little bit. Ooh, Sakaali gonna go for the aggressive P-speed, and he gets it. Mars with the traditional P-speed build, and he also gets it. They're on their way. You're gonna see Mars do a little bit of a safety turn back way up in the air. He does these massive turnbacks to ensure that his cheap hitboxes don't basically scam him over. As we know in 3-2, those hitboxes on the cheap sheets are notorious for just not appearing at all. But both making nice effort there. Getting out of 3-2. There we go. Oh, now we got matching movements of 2 here. Oh, Sakaali taking a dip. All right, so this is a good opportunity for Mars to gain some time and possibly even take the lead. All right, Sakaali is going to spawn the P switch, and just like that, Mars is going to edge out front. Look at that. Very nice. And of course, moving to 2, but looks like the Runaway Bro situation for Mars looks pretty good. But Sakaali's is teasing over there on his overworld map. All right, there we go. Into the door. Neither opting for door 3 in a surprising move. But they're both out of 3F1 right now, so there we go. Mars has a pretty favorable Hammer Bro RNG here. Okay. Sakaali can screen wrap that bro and fight the top bro if he needs to as he enters 3-5. Mars going to fight his Hammer Bro now. All right, equipping the P-Wing into 3-5. Let's see if Louis can go out with his friends tonight over on Sakaali's side, and he can. All right, Mars still maintaining the lead. Oh, Sakaali takes a dip, and he's kind of stuck in the water there. All right, Sakaali free from the runaway, bro. Doesn't have to worry about that. He can certainly breathe easy. He's not going to get that uncontrollable 8-second time loss. I was getting a really good bro RNG here. And Sakaali just doesn't have to move on the overworld map, so that'll be, of course, good for him. 15:28 on 3-4 as opposed to 15:31-ish, so it's about just over a 3-second lead right now for Mars. Both taking their damage boost right here, shedding the leaf. They can build and maintain P-speed throughout the level. And the crazy one-tile walks the Rupert strat there on Mars' screen. All right, now we enter 3-6. Ooh, we got the green block. And we get the blue block. Look at that. I'm curious as to what's going to happen at the end here. We'll either go for P-speed or will they take it safe? I believe Mars does take it safe. I'm not sure if Sakaali is going to go for the aggressive P-speed strat at the end. You will get to see a lot of screen wrap blocks here if the runners should decide to want to spawn them at all. So we've already got one, so you got Mars going for one there. Ooh, got the halfsies. Let's go. No, Mars just missing the other halfsies there. Alright, so we see Mars looking like he's just going to take a traditional exit here. Boom. Sakaali's picking up the ice. Oh, he missed it! Ooh, be careful there. Oh my god. Okay, he's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Ooh, we're going to see some Maiba 3-6s. Oh, we're going to go for the uber sweaty P-speed strat. He gets it! Let's go! As Mars took the more safer approach out of there. And Sakaali able to close the gap a little bit there with that. All right, 3-7. Short but really fun level. Sakaali taking top route, Mars taking bottom route here. Look at that, Sakaali despawning the green Koopa Paratroopa at the end there. Also do the turn back. All right, we go into 3F2. Do we get super swims? Very nice on Mars. And Sakaali. Listen to that mash. Let's go. Definitely been watching Louis play. All right, we see bottom route from Mars here in room 2 of 3F2. Sakaali going through traffic, but he makes it through no problem. Okay, into the boom boom fight for both now. And both with 272 on the timer, very nice. Louis does not have to squint as he keeps his glasses. Alright, 3-8 now. Let's see if Boss Bass goes hungry. There we go. Mars just taking up Boss Bass right there. Sakaali's going to flirt with disaster here, but he's looking pretty good out of there. Teases Boss Bass and be like, I dare you to try anything. And he gets out of there successfully. Ooh, single frame jump, another horizontal pipe. Let's go. I can't do it as well as Snarfman can, but we tried. All right, any H jumps here in 3-9? As they both enter, we take out the first Koopa right there. All right, here comes Mars setting up the H jump. He gets it. Little redemption from the last race. Sakaali matching it. Let's go. Ooh, 294s for both on the pipe. All right, into the pipe they go. Let's see the tail of the castle presses now. Still very, very tight. Now, even though Sakaali only had a small mishap in 3-3, but is able to basically keep right up. All right, about a 1925 or 6 and 1928. Ooh, the jump on Sakaali's end. Let's go. All right, still about a 2-second lead right now. It'll come to the tail of who will go for the aggressive Wendy kill. Will both go for it? Will Sakaali go for it? Will Mars go for it? Yeah, we knew this race was going to be tight between the two of these runners. Both were able to avoid the runaway bro in World 3, so both getting both escaping danger right there. They don't each get the 8-second no control time loss there. Wendy, of course, very finicky if you don't have Fire Flower to try to take her out. There's two different styles you can attack Wendy here. You can either go for the kite strat, just safe and effective, or you can go for the aggressive strat. Let's see what both of our runners decide to do here, as Mars will be the first one into the pipe and into the Wendy fight. Let's see how he goes for. All right, gonna go for like, oh, that's a little half and half. Look at that! Sakaali also just vaporizing Wendy, 2049 and 2050, about a high 2050. About a second lead for Mars going into World 4 now. Still very, very tight. This is excellent, folks. All right, into World 4 we go. Okay, Mars not opting to use his music box. Sakaali will put his bro to sleep here. And we see Mars going for the shell strat for P-Speed. And we're going to see Sakaali go for the aggressive strat here. Both get P-Speed. Look at that. Very, very nice. Sakaali's still maintaining that 1 second deficit, but still. Ooh, nice move too. So now Mars is going to put his bro to sleep. He ensures that bro is not going to run away and stay on that map tile right there. And now we both are basically in sync right now here in 4-2. Look at that! It's like frame for frame, basically. So Mars will get to go ahead into 4-3. Let's see what Sakaali is going to do here. Will he get lucky? Ooh, let's go. Right, so Sakaali fighting his Cloudbro already as Mars goes into 4-3. Okay, so far looking pretty good here from Mars. He gets to the end. He gets the duck jump. Sakaali getting his P-Speed right now. Okay. On the hill. Off the Buzzy Beetles. Under the Spiny. Over the woodblocks. He's out of there. Okay, now Mars is going to fight his bro here. So let's see how they're going to look going into 4F1 here. Who's going to use the star? Who is going to be daring and not use the star? Alright, so Sakaali edging up front, opting to not use a star, as Mars is going to use a star here in 4F1, which is one of the most technical levels in the entire run, and look at that. Very, very nice. Both just making it look easy. And now Sakaali edging out front here by about a second. Very, very nice force from our runners. Alright, so now we got about a second lead for Sakaali here in 4-4. Alright, let's see who's going to get P-Speed. Sakaali grabs the P-Speed. Mars does match him. Okay, no Lackey 2 scam right there for Sakaali. Is able to get the bot. Mars does the same thing. Let's see if they get the super swim at the end. Okay, both looking good. They get out of there and both avoid the spiny egg. Yeah, we got a second lead for Sakaali right now, just like that. Okay, not the best. Oh, look at that! They both get the same bro placement on the map here. So let's see what happens. To, of course, Mars gets the P-wing bro first. Okay, the bro coming out of there. The same for Mars. Look at that. All right, Sakaali the first into 4-5. Does he go for P-speed? Looking like he's going for it. Oh, he doesn't get it, though. Really costs nothing to go for it. And he's out of there. And nice 4-5 from Mars as well. I mean, this entire world basically came down to when they used the music box. And a star used in 4F1. It's quite amazing. Alright, we're into 4-6. Both getting their P-speed. Okay, they're making it through it no problem at all here. Very, very nice. Alright, the pesky 4F2. It's Louis' favorite level. Alright, can they both get P-speed here? Alright, Sakaali looks good. As does Mars, matching it. Let's go. Okay, Mars opting to just jump over the dry bones, take a little bit safer there. Sakaali just going full-blown aggressive, but it's successful. Alright, the tail of the castle press. Let's see. 25.58 versus 26 flat. The jump from Sakaali. Ooh, Mars not getting a jump in the throne room. That's his first one that he missed. Alright, 2-second advantage now for Sakaali as we go to the world's fastest airship. As we prepare ship for ludicrous speed. Everybody watch yourselves here. Oh my goodness, look at that baby fly. Seal all the exits, cancel the 3-ring circus, close all the stores at the mall as we prepare ship for ludicrous speed. My goodness, look at that baby fly. The G-forces on that alone are just insane. Alright, both should get the same Iggy pattern here for the hundo kill, which is fairly... It's a little finicky. It's not exactly free. You see, Sakaali's gonna go for the the screw alignment here, whereas Mars just opts for the patented Gungeon Lovers screw the devs and screw alignment jump, which I'm a fan of. And look at that alignment. That's like a C-. No, because nobody's ever fallen through the screw and taken damage on the flames down there and losing their fire flower, right? And then Mars gets the dark block right there. Anytime now we'll be at the end of this airship. It's going to be a bit. This may be the slowest movie, but it's actually not the longest airship. This airship's actually quite short. It just moves at half speed of a normal autoscroller. As the World 7 airship is actually the longest. Both making it over, taking top route, because if you miss and you go down into the flames, man, it gets very sweaty to want to try to keep fire. Alright, Sakaali now will be the first into the pipe to enter the Iggy fight right now. Ooh, very nice kill right there. Alright, tail of the Wangraphs, 28-11. 28-14. Sakaali with a little bit more of an aggressive kill than Mars, so picks up about another second or so. Alright, we're halfway through the game, folks. Sakaali has a 3-second lead going into World 5. We go into the second half of the game. World 5, my favorite world personally. What can I say? It's amazing. Oh yeah, he didn't exactly align the screws, so that's an automatic C-. Alright, equipping the music box at the very start right there. Mars now just opts to enter right into 5-1 here. Okay, both look good stair climbs. Sakaali went for P-speed, he got it, but he missed his jump. Nice effort, though. All right, so we default right to a movement of 1 right there. All right, so you see Mars with a movement of 2 to start there in World 5. We're into 5-2. Okay. Looking pretty good. Mars opt for the safer strat right there. We're not going to see any DLC here in 5-2. No basement strats. No shaft of shame. As we skippy legs our way across 5-2. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right, movement of 2 for Sakaali. World 5 just has notoriously bad movements right now. And then, of course, there's a movement of 3 for Mars. We kind of have an idea where Mars's bro is. It's basically hanging out by about 5-6 and 5-7 in that mushroom house there. As we go into 5F1, Mars with a nice redemption doesn't fall into the lava there. Looking pretty good. Goes for the sweaty 8 frames and he gets it. Let's go, Mars. Let's see on Sakaali's side. There's a movement of 3. Okay. Movement of 2 from Mars. He's going to fight his bro first here. Alright, into 5-3 for Sakaali. Gets his P-speed. Alright, makes it through the second room here. Going to rub the pipe for good luck. Mars now entering 5-3. Does he keep his P-speed? Sakaali does. Let's go. Alright, can we get over the plant? We do. Mars getting P-speed. Okay, looking good through the first room, second room from Mars as he goes into the basement now. Room 3. Sakaali out of there effortlessly. Mars rebuilding P-speed. Gets it back. Look at that nice fireball swag. Taking out every piranha and the spiny. Okay, Sakaali now going to fight his bros. Okay, like, his Mars still has a bro to fight. Ooh, he gets a movement of 1. That's rare. That never happens in World 5. A nice low pattern from Mars, too. Alright, twisty press. Let's see. Movement of 1. Alright, star strats for Sakaali. 31-29, 31-32. Sakaali going for that very aggressive twisty here. Is able to successfully get into the first pipe, because if you lose P-speed and you get the flip animation of Mario, you are not entering that pipe until your star runs out. Alright, Sakaali into room 3. Ooh, Mars losing P-speed, but it's not the end of the world. It's perfectly fine. He just has to keep fire here, which is definitely doable. And he does. The down press actually worked for once. Alright. Do that, 281. We'll have an honorary 280 from Mars, as we do. Yep. All right, 5-4. We're into the Sky World right now. Mars's bro is teetering over by the lock right there. I didn't see Sakaali's bro. All right, no Reap Souls in 5-4 for Sakaali. Mars looking good as well. All right, so basically in the same spot. Gets a movement of 1. Alice strats for Sakaali on the overworld map. Alright, both getting a movement of 1. So far, escaping that, well, Sakaali's bro went down, so he has a better shot at getting a movement of 4 here. And both getting the 5-5 early P-speed. Very, very nice. Alright, Sakaali gets lucky there with a movement of 1. And Mars will also get a movement of 1. He's going to cloud and play the fort. He wants to ensure that he doesn't get a movement of 4. So he's going to play the fort, and we'll have to backtrack a little bit. I respect the decision, though, to avoid that cost. That's another bro placement on the map that can cost you a lot of time if the bro does decide to hang out by the castle in 5-9. You can either get a movement of 2 factory or a movement of 4 factory, and it can just stay there. So Mars does not want to take a risk here. He's going to go play the fort, he's going to lock the bro in over there, and he's going to fight him now. And then he'll have to backtrack to play 5-6 and 5-7. So a bit of a divergence here. Where Sakaali's bro is hanging out by the lock, so he doesn't have to do anything that drastic. And once Sakaali plays 5-7, he'll have a better idea what his bro's going to do. So he's really not out of the woods yet. Or he could do the same thing and take the way around 5-7. Let's see what he does. All right, he's going to play 5-7 first. So Sakaali taking a little bit of a risk here. And he gets the early P-speed here. Mars out of 5-7 as well. And now Mars will go into the auto-scroller here. Let's see what's going to happen on Sakaali's side. This is a big crapshoot right here. He needs a movement of 1 here. He gets it. Okay, he gets a break right there. I'm stunned he didn't go for Jesus Flip. Alright, into 5F2. He gets his P-speed. Alright, any Ethans? No. Alright, doesn't get the dry bones at the end. Mars cruising through 5-6 right now. So we're gonna see how how they line up after Sakaali fights his music box bro here. At least you got all movements of 1. That's what you want. Now Mars gonna wait for that pipe to load so he doesn't get squished and die there. Ooh, single frame jump coming out of the horizontal pipe. Let's go. Alright, 35-15 on the 5-8. Ooh, gets the early P-speed. 35-22. Right now, so Sakaali widening his lead by 7 seconds here. Alright, P-speed blow from Mars. Oh, he jumped. Oh, nice turn back. He saves himself there. Oh, another single frame jump coming out of the horizontal pipe. Let's go. I just got like 3 of those. He got one at the end of 3-8. He got the got 5-6 and he got 5-8. All right, we got the Bagler 5-9 here. We're just climbing up these wood platforms as the level scrolls to the side and up to the right here. All right, we got no fire charm shenanigans right now from both of our runners here. There we go. That's what you want to do. You want to stand to the left, move to the right of that wood platform, so that way there, when you let the fire chomp hit, like run right into your feet right there, that flame will stay off to the left, and you can't even hit it. Ooh, and the jump. Let's go. Let's see, can Mars match it? Ooh, he does. Let's go. All right, so Sakaali able to edge out front here a little bit more here in World 5. It's only about a 7-second lead. We're going to see the tail of the wand grabs here on Roy. Roy, basically free fire kill here on 100%. Ooh, Sakaali gets the you better get yourself check block. Ooh, as does Mars. Let's go. And of course, end Hondo as we enter World 6 here. World 6 is really where the run begins, as we like to say. This is where the difficulty really starts to ramp up. World 6 is very, very sweaty in 100%. Yeah, you got the 3 parts to it: the beginning map, the middle map, and end map. And every single third of that map has a difficult level. You got 6-3, 6-6, and 6-10 respectively. All right, Sakaali the first to the Roy fight right now. Basically, Roy's just gonna stand there and let us pelt him with fireballs, and he gets out of there. All right, the wand grab, 3801 on Sakaali's end. Got a low 3809 from Mars on the wand grab, so about just shy of 8 seconds going into World 6. Still very, very good race. Both are just gaming out of their minds here in the first 5 worlds. But let's see what World 6 has to offer. Like I said, this is where the difficulty very much ramps up. We've seen 6-6 be an equalizer here. All right, we go to 6-1. Do we go aggressive? Do we go safe? Oh, we're going aggressive here on Sakaali's screen. He gets the early B-speed. I believe Mars is just going to go for the traditional strategy. Oh yeah, he does the pipe rub strats here. That's right. And he ensures that that Patui pattern stays the same, and he can jump through it as it blows up. Another scintillating auto-scroller here in 6-2. Right, we may see a route diversions here. Oh, and of course, Mars getting a marathon right off the gate. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's gonna go down and fight his bro first. He looks like he got like a movement of 8 there. Classic World 6. Alright, yeah, as you see Mars will go fight the bro and go to 6-3 first. Let's see if he's going to build up some P-speed here. He's looking like he's going to get it here. He does. Alright, he gets out of there. So he'll just have to double back and go to 6-2. As he's already fought his bro and played 6-3. Sakaali has to fight his bro. Sakaali will have to fight the bro and play 6-3 after 6-2. 6-2 is quite a lengthy auto-scroller. But you get through 6-1, you come here to just kind of take a breath. Alright, Sakaali getting to the end of 6-2 right now. Any scam fares? Let's see. Ooh, doesn't get it. Alright, Sakaali with the move 2 there. Nice low pattern on the bro fight. Pick up his hammer. And he'll go down to 6-3 momentarily. Another movement of 2. Alright. Hits the no blocks, gets over the ice wall there. Let's see if he builds P-speed. He does. Very nice. He gets out of there. Wonder how much time Mars lost with that movement of 8 at the start. Okay, Sakaali just going full-blown aggro right there. Gets onto the spikes to get the double damage boost right here into the door. Alright, we'll have a better idea. Ooh, he's going to keep his P-speed right there. Going for that 280 orb grab there. Mars just going to ride the elevator up and take it nice and safe. Alright, on the orb grab. 41-23. Yeah, Mars going to wait for the star to come to him. Oh, there's a nice movement of 4 for Sakaali. Yeah, so about 41-40. So about 17-second lead right now. Mars getting that unfortunate marathon at the start of World 6. Okay, into 6-4 right now. Sakaali not getting the OEP speed, but hits the P switch, gets out of there with no problem. Neither does Mars. He will just hit his P switch, get on right out and out of here. Here's another movement of 4 we just love so much here in SMB3. Let's see. Ooh, Sakaali going aggro to fight that bro. Skirts to death. Okay, he's gonna go 6-6 first. We got a movement of 1. Mars gonna use a star here. Gets a high pattern. He ensures the ultimate safety right there. Alright, 6-6 right now. A notorious level here in World 6. And Mars gonna fight both of his bros. He gets a high pattern. So he gets a little bit of a break right there. Alright, let's see if Sakaali getting the ideal pattern here. Alright, any paid actors? Okay, Mars now at the start of 6-6. Let's see if he can make it through out of here with no problem. Again, this is a very notorious level. Mars gonna go lower route. Sakaali gonna fight his second bro here. He gets a high pattern. And Mara's gonna navigate through traffic a little bit, so it's gonna cost him a few more seconds there. Oh my goodness, you saw that. Oh, he gets the paid actor at the end too. You saw how that middle spike right there kind of took itself off screen. It looked like he was gonna hit it. All right, 6-5 for Sakaali, going for the traditional despawn strat, and he looks like he's got it. And he's up there. Okay, Mars now into 6-5. What we see in the Korrenpaku, made famous by the Finnish community. Oh yeah, he's going for it. He duck jumps, he grabs the ice block. And there we go. Only loses about 0.7 to do it that way, but it basically makes it free. Alright, now that we don't have to worry about coin ships, we can breathe easy on coin count and score for the rest of the game. all the Hammer Bros are gone because in World 7 we have plant stages which take the place of Hammer Bros. Alright, we got them both into the auto scroll. Sakaali able to really take a commanding lead here. Sakaali getting a little bit better RNG. Mars had the unfortunate marathon right after 6-1, about a movement of 8, which was able to help Sakaali widen his lead. I'm actually surprised Mars didn't go for the safety hammer suit. I think he knows he's got a deficit. That's been a race strat of Mars this entire tournament. He actually chose to not grab it this time around. So he's gonna, like he says, he's gonna put his World 8 in the fate of Bowser. All right, Sakaali the first out of 6-7 right now. Mars will be right behind him momentarily as he's at the end here. Into 6F2 right now for Sakaali. Let's see if he can build a good P speed. He does. He doesn't bonk at all. There he goes. All right, into the door. Mars right behind him. We're gonna see Mars do a double jump strat right here, which will get him through without bonking. He gets the nice flight right there. He gets the ideal damage boost, keeps his P speed. He's through the one tile gap after the flop. He's in the door, and he looks good. All right, nothing ever bad ever happens in 6-8, right? It's the easiest level to mess up. All right, Sakaali getting the capital H jump right there over the nipper. And he's out of there. Let's see if Mars can do the same right now here in 6-8. All right, just gets the P speed. You generate enough lag at the start of 6-8 right there when you throw that ice block. It happened to me. The lag will eat your P speed. Any Louis Nintendo sellers? No, Louis Nintendo is safe on Sakaali's screen. Let's see if Mars can do the same. And now we play 6-10 on Sakaali's screen. This is the third scariest level here in World 6. We fly up and grab the Fire Flower here. Sakaali keeping his P speed. Looking like Louis Nintendo is safe. Very nice 6-10 from Sakaali. Let's see if Mars can match it here. All right, he grabs his fire. Let's see if he can get through this one tile gap here. All right, keeps his P speed. He's looking pretty good as Sakaali now enters 6F3. Mars now, very, very nice. All right, 6F3, first room right there, basically effortless for Sakaali, and now Mars going to be right behind him here. All right, Sakaali getting the tip of Mario's hat into that door. Mars now. No clip attempt, just goes right to the door. All right, the castle press. Let's see. 47-26, and the jump. Let's go. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see you in 7-1, folks. All right, 47-45. Yeah, Sakaali able to take a commanding lead here on World 6. Oh, we've seen 7-1 be a big equalizer here too, which we try to clear through the level and not play it. All right, we're featuring a lovely Chateaubriand here in first class. We've got a 2014 Cabernet to go with it, and Sakaali is going to have the first plate served to him up in first class. And a nice glass of wine. Here you go. Also gets a heated blanket, Bose headphones, and a massage chair up there. Oh, look at that. Mars upgrading his seat to first class. Here's another plate of Chateaubriand. Look at that. Here we go. All right, does Mars go for the fire kill here? We've seen him in the first round, in his first round matchup in the upper bracket. He soft locked, which was unfortunate. Mars and Sakaali getting a very nice fire kill. That manip though, ooh, okay, 48-57 on the wand grab. Yeah, Sakaali just absolutely gaming right now. As is Mars, too. Mars is having a very good run. Mars is going for the fire kill. Oh, he shoots one away. Oh, all right, he's fine. He's fine. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Ooh, he gets a nice manip. 49-17 on the wand grab. Mars getting a very good manip. He is a duck clipper. He did get that movement for duck clip. Let's see if he can mac and cheese that baby right through on first try. Sakaali now. Here we go. Going for the rub. Oh, he jumps early. All right, second try. It would have been first try if I had just jumped later, guys. It's so true, though. I say the same thing. All right, second try. That's a big sigh of relief right there. Let's see if Mars is gonna have some good luck here. Can we get him on the first try? He is a duck clipper. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, he doesn't. Get him through. Come on, game. Come on, game. Be nice. Oh, no. All right, he gets fifth try. All right, Sakaali's only going to widen his lead here. Sakaali going to take the faster 7-2 with the P-Wing right now. He is a hammer suit route player, so you'll see him grab that in 7-8. That'll enable Mars to close the gap a little bit later on. As I said, Mars did not grab a hammer suit in World 6. He normally does. But I think, again, as mentioned in chat, facing Sakaali, he can't afford that time loss. We see Mars now goes back to get his P-speed here in 7-2. He's going to clear the gap. He looks good. As we go to 7-3 for Sakaali, he gets his P-speed. Mars whamming the fire piranha right there, but he's out of there. All right, 7-5. This could be another decider too. Do we get the clip here on Sakaali's screen? This saves 7 seconds. Oh, Sakaali jumping late doesn't get the clip. This could be an opportunity for Mars to gain some time if he's able to get the clip here in 7-5. All right, 7 free from Mars. All right, Sakaali's just going to finish out 7-5 right here. Let's see if Mars can get the clip here. All right, Star and P-Wing. Let's see if Mars can pick up some time. Oh, he jumps late as well. All right, so both basically going to have an equal 7-5 here. You see Mars going to go for a little bit of a safety strat. Doesn't go for the aggressive tail swipe. He wants to make sure he keeps his P-Wing. You lose your P-Wing in 7-5, it's going to cost you quite more time. Alright, we're at our favorite world here on Sakaali's screen. If you know the words, sing it. Okay, so we're at 7-4 right now. The idea here is to keep your raccoon tail throughout the entire level. But these spiny cheap spawns are all RNG, and they're never the same. So you can really get hosed here, especially at the end of the level when you're about to exit into the pipe there, and you know a fish just decides to pay you a little visit. Plus, it also comes down to strats, too. Like, Mars played a little bit of a safer World 6, whereas Sakaali went very, very aggro. I mean, both are just having fantastic runs here today. Yeah, whereas Sakaali went for P-Wing 7-2, which is the fastest exit, whereas Mars did the traditional strat of damage boosting. Oh, we got the half a frame per second. Look at all those sprites on screen on Mars' side. My goodness. Alright, Sakaali equipping a star for Plant 1 right now. We got Mars in traffic here at the end of 7-4. Uh-oh. Get out of there. Go. Mars. Jeez. Okay, everything's fine. Everything is fine. He gets out of there. We get out of there. All right, we just take the tail here into 7F1 as we use the P-Wing for 7.6. Ooh, Sakaali getting a little tripped up right there, so he's going to have to run on the floor to regain P-Speed. Not a big deal, but still. Mars equipping a star for Plant 1 right here. Makes it basically free. Star and tail, very nice cozy combo here. Also, 7-9 could be a decider here too. As Sakaali will probably go for clips because he's a hammer suit player. Mars is going to take his final P-Wing to 7-9 as he's a fire player. Okay, Mars having kind of the same luck there as Sakaali there in 7F1. Alright, so let's see the routing here for Sakaali. Let's see what he's going to do first. Alright, he's going to go to 7-8 first, so we're going to see him grab a hammer suit here. Alright, he grabs his star right there. Mars going to equip the P-Wing. Looks like Louis so far is not going to sleep on the sidewalk tonight, so let's see. Alright, Sakaali maintaining P-Speed, grabbing his hammer suit. There we go. Louis has a nice warm bed to sleep in tonight here at the end of 7-6. Sakaali keeping P-Speed right there. Alright, you're going to see Mars go right and do a faster 7-8 strat right here. He'll pick up a little bit of time here as... Oh, and you see Sakaali doing a clip attempt. Doesn't get it, but he goes right back into 7-7. Guys, grabbing the hammer suit, keeping P-Speed costs about 8 seconds. But it will save you time in World 8 in the long run. But you have to keep that hammer suit throughout the entire game. Because once you lose it, well, it's bye-bye time save. So yeah, you're taking a risk in 100% by grabbing the hammer suit, but it's the big risk, big reward. Alright, let's see what Sakaali does here in 7-9. He's going to go for clips. Mars takes a damage boost at the start of 7-7. Playing this level as Small Mario is basically free. Look at that! 1-1! Let's see. And he's going to bail immediately. Alright, Sakaali just moving through 7-9. Gets the first 2 clips on the first try. And you're going to see Mars is going to equip a P-Wing right here. He's going to take the top route. Alright, takes the damage boost right there. He's going to go for a mid-clip here. Grabbing those blocks is impossible. It really is. Especially the middle one right there. And, oh, Mars jumped a little late, so we'll have to finish out the level. But it's not too bad. He'll re-grab fire here and take it into the fort with him. Oh, no, he get a little bit of a... I think he did that by accident. Unless his controller decided to press start for him. It does happen. Very nice fort from Sakaali. Does he get the Kobe? He does. Alright, Plant 2 now. There you go, see Hammer versus Fire strats right here. Mars will opt to not take the safety star right there. Alright, Plant 2. Sakaali makes it out of there with no problem. Alright, Mars now in 7F2. He gets his P-Speed. He's looking pretty good through the first room. Alright, let's see. 57-55 on the castle press. And the jump! That's a one-framer there in the throne room. Ooh, nice aggressive basement on Mars' side there. Very, very nice. That's very true, Louis. You don't have to pick up blocks if you click. Alright, let's see if Mars can maintain his fire here. He does, and he gets the P-Speed. Very, very nice. Mars will gain a little time here in World 7 as he'll be able to fire kill Ludwig, whereas Sakaali grabbed a hammer suit and has to stomp kill. But Sakaali very much in lead. I think 58-33. So it's about a 38-second lead right now. Alright, so now we're in the World 7 airship. We've got 5 minutes minimum of scintillating auto-scrollers to end World 7 and start World 8. Again, folks, the race is definitely not over. We still have all of World 8 to go. Anything can happen here. I don't think we had any bagler wrenches on Sakaali's side. Up and down we go. Do we have any bagler wrenches on Mars' side? Let's see. All right, so far looking pretty good. Sakaali, the first into the Ludwig fight. He's going to do 3 stomps and out here. It's kind of funny how you can hammer kill Bowser, but not any Koopaling. After the off-screen wand grab doesn't get the pixel, and all right, 1 hour 11 minutes on the wand grab. Still very much on low 110 pace here for Sakaali. All right, we got Mars now. Let's see if he goes for the fire kill here. Well, not 11 seconds, I'm sorry. Ooh, look at this fire kill. Very, very nice. All right, we got 1 hour 45 seconds. Okay, so that's about a 34-second lead right now. Numbers are hard, okay? Golly, 2 seconds ahead of his PB. Nice. Alright, so Sakaali gets lucky, gets no hand animations. He could possibly squeeze out a little PB here. I was very much on like 111 OX pace, maybe high 110 pace here. With Fire, Mars would probably be about 111 OX pace. Still very, very solid. That's a very, very solid run. And of course, it's going to be a minute before we get to the hand stages. You got to see Sakaali go for this really sweaty D-lag strat here in the middle of the army right here. Okay, see Mars spawning the leaf. We call that the no-hands manip. When we say it's the no-hands manip, it really isn't. We do it for good luck anyway. All right, can we get a backwards pattern for Sakaali here? We do. Ideally for Hammer, this is what you want. Mars can get a free 3 seconds if he gets Wranglers, which means he can shoot fireballs at the boomerang bro at the end of this auto-scroller and save about 3 seconds if it doesn't spawn the boomerang. So that'll be a nice little swing for him. That's a strat you can only get with fire. And of course, it basically is dependent on whether or not the game gives it to you. Let's see if Mars can pick up a little bit of time here. Will the game be nice to him? Let's see. He's about to enter the pipe right now. Sakaali on the Boston Harbor Cruise, a.k.a. the 8 Navy. Oh, he doesn't. All right, so... All right, not able to get the free time save. The game just didn't want to give it to him there. Now, we got them both in the same level, folks. Sakaali will get the faster boom boom kills. It's just, it takes 1 hammer to take him out, as it takes 5 fireballs with fire with boom boom. So that's the big difference. Like, the big difference between Hammer and Fire. Hammer, you have a slow World 7, but a faster World 8. And with Fire, you have a faster World 7, but a slower World 8. We're nearing the end here of the Navy for Sakaali. He's about to enter the pipe into Boom Boom. He's going to get a single shot right here. Boom, gonzo. All right, how many hand animations? Hand animations could be a free 4.5 seconds if you just manually enter each hand stage. As opposed to getting pulled in. All right, equipping a star. All right, gets pulled in by hand 1. Each hand animation is about 1.5 seconds. Guess the P speed. Alright, Mars now. Into the Boom Boom fight. Alright, pulled in by hand 2. Alright, Mars can close the gap here if he has a little bit better hand luck. Alright, a few cavemans later, and we're out of hand 2. Oh, a little bonk on the pipe there from Sakaali. Let's see how Mars fares here. Alright, gets pulled in from hand 1. Wants to not use the star. He's going to go for the traditional hand 1 play with fire right now. Just going to take everything out. I think, did Sakaali get pulled in by all 3? He makes nice quick work of hand 3 right there. Alright, Mars not getting pulled in by hand 2. I looked away for a second. I didn't see if he got pulled in from hand 3 or not. Mars got pulled in from hand 1. Doesn't get pulled in from hand 2. Alright, we're into the Air Force right now. The fastest moving auto-scroller. And the handler 2 strikes Mars once again. 2 hand animations. I believe Sakaali got all 3. Off of Sakaali. Okay, so alright, so thank you. Both getting 2 hands. That basically evens out here. We get them both now into the Air Force here. Sakaali skates around Scam Wrench right there before the end of the level. He's into the pipe. Alright, single hammer shot, gets the Boom Boom. Let's see what Sakaali uses to star in the Dark World. He's got 1 in his inventory left. Will he use it in the fort? Will he use it in 8-1? Let's see. Let's see what Sakaali's going to do here. 8-1 is the scariest level when you get here. Alright, he's going to go starless here. Gonna take out the plants here. Gonna create a path for himself. He's gonna... Oh, he gets a little bit caught up right there. He still gets the P-speed. He's through the hallway. He's under the 1-tile gap. Alright, he's out of there. Very nice. Mars now at the end of the Air Force takes out the Boom Boom right there. Alright, A2 with hammer. It's a very cool looking level, but very sweaty. As is with fire 2. A2 is just very sweaty altogether. Alright, he takes out the sun. He does his turn back. Let's see if he keeps his P-speed. Takes out all 3 piranha plants. Does the leap of faith right there. You see Mars, he goes for a safer P-speed strat. They're an 8-1. A little bit of half and half right there. Nice Alice strats from Sakaali. Gonna equip his star going into the fort here. He wanted the P-speed right there, but just didn't get it. Oh, doors, please. Alright, you're going to see the fire A2 right now on Mars here. Alright, very, very nice. Very nice. Avoids the sun scam right there. Alright, Sakaali, nice 1-cycle fort. Again, 1-hit snipe and gets it. Okay, Mars searching for that star, gets it. Here at the start of the fort. Okay, both having a little trouble getting into that door. It can be a little pesky. And now we see you in Tank 2 on Sakaali's side. Alright, let's see if Mars can get this 1-cycle fort right here. He's looking good through the door. And he gets through, no problem. Alright, there we go. Alright, Sakaali really kind of making us a little bit nervous with that cannonball right behind him there. Alright, we got them both in Tank 2 right now. As you can see, it's hammer versus fire. Now, should nothing happen in Bowser's Castle, Sakaali has the advantage with Hammer Suit, as it is about 6 seconds faster. It only takes 5 hammers to kill Bowser, as opposed to 35 fireballs. All right, Sakaali now will be the first into the pipe to get the snipe on the boom boom. There we go. All right, here we go. Bowser's Castle right now. All right, got a good start so far. Goes up the elevator. Gonna ride the donut on down. Gonna climb the stairs here. He gets tripped up. All right, he's gonna stop himself right there. Good play. Boy's taking damage from the disc right there. Gets the first try clip. Doesn't get Karu'd right there. He's gonna be into the door, into the statue room. Let's see what happens here. He gets his P-speed. Oh, we're gonna hold our breath. Oh my god, he gets the duck jump and he's looking good. He's into Bowser. Let's see. Oh, he went for the aggressive kill. He missed it. But Bowser down. Get your GGs up for Sakaali, folks. Oh, and Mars getting the elevator skip. Let's go. What a race, folks. Unbelievable race. Look at that. 110.29 for Sakaali, right near his PB. All right, Mars in the statue room. Going in, let's see. He's gonna get he's gonna go for 35 fireballs on Bowser right now. Welcome in Sakaali. Sakaali GG. Oh, Bowser down! Bowser down, get your GGs up for Mars, folks. What a race. What a race.
GG.
Yeah, welcome on in, Sakaali. Just absolute gaming from the both of you today. This was a very, very good match.
Yeah, 5 seconds of PB. Cannot be too sad about that, I guess.
Yeah, very, very good run.
I think I was on low 1x pace going into World 7 still, but
Yeah.
and lost it in 7.5 and 7.1, I guess.
Yeah, 7.5. Well, I mean, 7.1 wasn't too bad. It was second try.
Second try still. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, still very, very good run. Like, I think, like, because from the first 5 worlds, it was basically within 1 or 2 seconds from the both of you. It was wild. It was a very, very wild race. I think the big catalyst was the marathon Mars had at the start of World 6, a nice movement of 8 right after 6-1. That was one thing, you know.
Classic World 6.
Yeah, classic World 6. We just love it. Of course, World 5 doing World 5 things too. It was a bit of a divergence in rooting in World 5 too, as both of you had basically identical RNG there in World 5. Your bros were on the left side of the fort right there, just basically moving back and forth. Although Mars ended up wanting to, after playing 5-6, playing the fort first, just to lock his bro over there, because it did tease a movement of 4 to go back to the castle there. But all right, let's bring in Mars. Welcome in, Mars. GG.
Yo, thank you. That run was nutty.
Yeah, that was like, both of you were gaming pretty hard. It was a fantastic race. It really was. I mean, a 1:11.08, that's going to win you a lot of matches. That's a very, very good race time. But like, yeah, we were just talking about the route divergence in World 5 and of course the marathon in World 6. You know.
Yeah, I always get marathons in World 6 when I have a good run. It's just a requirement.
It basically is. I mean, World 5 wasn't too terrible for either of you, but yeah, like I said, you opted to, after 5-6, just to go to the fort and lock the bro in place there. Sakaali did get lucky, got it moving to 1, so after he played 5-7, the bro moved up and went by the lock, so it'll capitalize on that too. But I mean, within the first 5 worlds, like I said, it was within a couple of seconds between the both of you. It was fantastic to watch. Excellent race, I will say.
Yeah, that was my best run ever in the World 7. I was 4 seconds ahead of PB.
Oh wow, very nice.
In the World 7, then that world was kind of gross. Like 5 try 7-1, and then I can't get 7-5 clip in races, man. I just can't focus enough on that one pixel I need to jump on, so yeah, that put me pretty far behind, and then World 8 was pretty good, saved some time there. So yeah, I'm glad my last race, I'm glad I put my best effort in, and yeah, GG to Sakaali, really good run.
Yeah, GG. I was on PB base 2 on going into World 7. I think still going into World 8, I could have PB'd with a perfect World 8, but yeah.
Oh wow.
Hands, man. I mean, you basically had identical World 8s with 2 hands, so it really wasn't too big of a factor there. And of course, the classic hammer versus fire you love to see. But yeah, absolutely worth a watch back for both of you. It was great to watch, fun to commentate. And yeah, so Sakaali, you're going to move on. And you are going to face the winner of Bagler versus Nico in the next round of the lower bracket. And Mars, I got a seat for you here at the Desert Hill Country Club Alma Station here at Champagne Brunch.
Oh nice, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. I'm starting my new job there.
Oh, excellent.
I just got hired, so I'm looking forward to it. Hope the people are nice.
Yeah, they're great down here. So, but yeah, so just a quick programming note for upcoming races. Of course, concurrently, we had Chuck and Spicy on Speed Gaming 2. So we have a reschedule of Game 3 for Kudo versus Chikubi, which will be next Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And 2 p.m. Eastern next Saturday. It'll be on the SMB3 Rando channel. It'll be Nico versus the Baglers. So Sakaali will find out his opponent next weekend. So that's what we got coming up so far. And if you fellows have anything to add before we wrap it up here.
Just GG to Sakaali. Good luck on your next race. Looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, GG. Looking forward to see who I'm facing.
Yeah, again, very, 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 very good race from both of you guys. Both put up some really excellent runs today. Very, very fun to watch, very fun to commentate. And we're going to leave it here, folks. Of course, thank you all for watching here on Speed Gaming. And of course, thank you, Haxer, for organizing the tournament. Thank you, Speed Gaming, for hosting. And of course, thank you to everybody for watching. And until the next race, folks, from all of us here at Speed Gaming, you have yourself a great day or night, and we'll catch you on the next one, everyone. Take care. Have a good one.